Hello, I'm Emily Tullock, and you're watching Cape Media News. We have on the show with us today Tammy Leone, Executive Director of Cape Kids Meals, and Dr. Pamela Gould, Superintendent of Sandwich Public Schools. And they're here to discuss the importance of food security for school-aged children. Thank you both for joining me today.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So Tammy, I want to talk to you first. Can you tell us what type of service Cape Kid Meals offers to the children of Cape Cod, and how is it benefiting our community?
So Cape Kid Meals provides weekend food bags to children who are at risk of not having access to enough food over the weekend during the school year. We partner with the schools who identify the children, and the entire program is confidential. Only the schools will know which child is participating. Cape Kid Meals just knows the number of children in any schools. And hopefully, the impact is to try and help the children over the weekend. Not all, but many of the children that participate in our program are also on the free and reduced programs, at lunch, meal programs provided to schools. And so our hope is that we're going to provide stuff over the weekend to help them get ready for school on Monday.
And now, can we talk about how does hunger disrupt a child's ability to learn adequately?
Well, I can jump into that one, just seeing it firsthand. Certainly, there is enough research and data out there that shows that any child that's coming to school that has not had proper nutrition is not going to learn appropriately. We know that for a fact. Even if they're worried about it, it impacts their learning. So that data is very clear. And so from a school superintendent perspective, that makes it very difficult for us to do all the things we need to do in the classroom. Tammy can certainly jump on it from other perspectives too.
Yeah, just from the years we've been working with the schools, just like Pam said, we've spoken with a lot of different people in the schools, and they've talked about the fact that children who are at risk of not having enough food to eat, not only does it impact their learning, anxiety is a huge impact. A lot of times, my children will be excited when school breaks are coming, and some of the children that are at risk of not having enough to eat see that as an anxious time for them, because they're concerned that during the time they're away from school, they're not going to be getting the school meals. So we know that obviously nutrition is very important, especially for growing bodies and minds, especially for learning.
With the current pandemic happening, obviously, schools are remote, they're not really meeting in person. How have you had to restructure Cape Kid Meals' business structure to ensure that you're still feeding the children who are facing food insecurity?
So what we did is we worked with all of the schools when they first went remote in March, and they all provided the to-go meals. So what we did was work with each of the schools to find out which sites that our families who participate are going to be going to, and we made sure that our bags were at all of those sites throughout the entire time that they were fully remote. And now when they're back in school, even if it's a hybrid, we're able to coordinate with the schools. If your child's in on a Monday and Tuesday, we make sure their bags are there then. If they're Thursday, Friday, their bags are there then. So we've just been working really closely, probably more than ever, honestly, with our schools since March when this all started. But we have made sure, and we're very proud to say that we have made sure that every week our bags have gone out, and we have not missed a week. Even since March 13th when they announced school closure, we had our bags the following week, because we have a bunch of people who don't sleep, and we will do anything we can to make sure the food goes home. But like all the other programs on the Cape, we've all had to use, it's a new word, it's a word of the year now, pivot. We've all pivoted our models. And in addition to that, we also operated for the first time all summer long. Typically our program only goes during the school year, and we distribute our bags through the schools, so they send them home. Because a lot of the summer programs that offer meal services to children were shut down, our board made a decision to continue to operate, and we operated all summer. So we actually haven't stopped, but we're happy to do it. Obviously, it's very important.
So if our viewers at home are interested in, donating or supporting your cause, where can they find out more information?
We have a Facebook page, Cape Kid Meals, and we also have a website, capekidmeals.org, so they can go on that and get information. There's an email right on our website that will go directly to me. So I will be able to get those messages.
Well, thank you both so much for joining us today. And thank you for helping the children in our community who are facing food insecurity. You guys are making sure that they're still getting the food, even if they're learning remotely. And that's just very important work. So thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. For Cape Media News, I'm Emily Tullock.